Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to show you how I make my exfoliating toner using salicylic acid and mandelic acid. Let's get right into it. Starting off with my face A, here I have my distilled water. In cosmetic formulation, you can either use distilled water or deionized water for your formulations. Do not use bottled water or even tap water. I am also going in with cucumber extract. This helps to calm and refresh the skin. It is quite very soothing, being that this is an exfoliating product. You can add another extract of your choice, maybe like aloe vera or calendula or chamomile. Prefer to work with cucumber extract for this particular formulation. I'm also going in with glycerin. Glycerin is one powerful humectant that I love so much in my cosmetic formulations. I want this to be hydrating and soothing on the skin. So one humectant that is my go-to for that purpose is glycerin. Coenzyme Q10 in this formulation is going to provide antioxidant protection. We have the water soluble and we have the oil soluble variant, and I'm using the water soluble variant for this formulation. It's also going to give my final product a yellow tint. If you don't want that, you can actually exempt it. In order for this product to penetrate into the skin and work effectively, I am going in with ethoxydiglycol. I have recently been loving this particular ingredient, especially when being paired with chemical exfoliant. It works so great. So I'm going to give this a very good stir for everything to combine and mix together really well. The next ingredient I'm going to go in with is my disodium EDTA. So disodium EDTA is a chelating agent. It helps to stabilize your formula and also boost the efficacy of your preservative in your final product. One thing about disodium EDTA is that it needs a little bit of heat for it to dissolve completely. So I am going to heat this up slightly to about 55 to 60 degrees Celsius in order for my EDTA to dissolve completely. So this is after I was done heating my mix, and I'm going to check this using my thermometer to know the current temperature it is at. So the temperature right now is 53 degrees Celsius. I'm going to allow it to cool to 45 degrees Celsius before I begin to add the rest of my ingredients. The next ingredient I'm going in with is dipanthenol. Dipanthenol is otherwise known as provitamin B5. This is going to heal the skin while the acids are working by exfoliating. Dipanthenol is going to soothe inflammation, is going to strengthen the skin barrier, and is going to hold and retain moisture on the skin. Now, this is the reason why this toner is not going to leave the skin feeling tight, irritated, or even angry. This is our hero ingredient. Encapsulated salicylic acid, unlike your regular salicylic acid, is very easy to work with. It doesn't irritate the skin in any way because it allows slow release over a few hours. It also penetrates deep into the pores to dissolve oil and dead skin cells without the burn and irritation that comes with using regular salicylic acid. I am going to link where I got mine in the description box, so make sure you check that out. I am also pairing this with mandelic acid. So this is an AHA that's gentle on the skin. It exfoliates the surface, it fights hyperpigmentation, and it works synergistically with salicylic acid for maximum exfoliation. And at the same time, it does this without overstripping the skin. So if you want an ingredient that offers surface exfoliation, brightens dark spots, then mandelic acid is your go-to. At this point, the toner will look slightly milky, so I'm going to give this a very good mix and allow it to sit for about 30 minutes for it to clear up a bit before proceeding with my formulation. So this is what it looks like after 30 minutes, and I'm going to give this a very gentle stir before I move on to pH testing and balancing. This is like the most important step in this entire formulation because this toner might look perfect but very ineffective. This is because we've not checked pH, so that is why we need to check pH. Salicylic acid works between 3.0 to 4.0, while mandelic acid works between 3.0 to 3.5. Therefore, we are targeting a sweet spot of 3.5. So I'm going to be using a pH strip first to show you what the final pH would look like. So I'm going to dip this and compare using the range that you're seeing on your screen. So this is at 3. But the thing about pH strip is that they might not really show you accurately what the final pH would be. So that is why you need a pH meter. So I'm going to be using this, and before you actually check using your pH meter, always ensure that you calibrate first before you test. So I did this off camera, and right now the pH is at 2.7, which is quite very low. 2.6, 2.7, which is quite very low. So to increase it, I'm going to be going in with my lye solution. So if you want to learn how to make your buffer solution for increasing the pH of your product, I am going to link a tutorial video in the description box. You can check that out. So I added a little bit of my lye solution, and I gave this a very good mix. So I'm going to check the pH again to be sure that it is at the pH range that I want it to be at. So I did this for a bit before I arrived at the final pH. So at this point, I am going in with my preservative. This is a broad spectrum preservative that works in our pH range. When it comes to cosmetic formulation, never skip this step, especially if you're making a water-based formulation like this. It is really important that you check your pH. It is also very important that you add a preservative. So at this point, I am done. I am just going to show you how it looks like on the skin. And as usual, the full breakdown of this formula, every percentage, phase, mixing step, pH adjustment, and even usage notes is going to be inside my community. It is free to join. The link is going to be in the description box. If you enjoy this video, kindly like, share, subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you in my next tutorial.